All right, summertime here in College Park, so we're taking some time to catch up with our Maryland women's basketball team, now joined by Ozzy-Momodu, also known as Issy, on the team.
Yep.
Welcome, excited to have you. And some folks may have seen on the roster that you are from London, but you're now in College Park, Maryland.
Yep.
What is that path from London to the University of Maryland?
So when I first got here, it wasn't that much of a culture shock because I came from a JUCO and I was in Florida, and then I came here and everyone else was new. So, and then we also had internationals too, who I also clicked with a lot.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sarah and Emma. But yeah, it was really good. Like the coaches treated me like I was one of them. So
What was that kind of like recruiter process like? You know, how did you kind of know that Maryland was the right fit for you?
Just the way how they laid out everything to me, they were just real. They told me I was gonna get this, but I do have to do this.
Right.
And it was like other schools didn't pay it out to me like that, so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
Maryland's
the summer, right?
Yeah.
That. So, like, what were the conversations with Coach B like, where you were kind of like, yeah, I trust her. Like, she's the one that I want to be my coach.
Just the way how she just puts everything out.
Yeah.
Like she's not gonna sugarcoat. Like and that's not what I want. I wanted someone who's gonna be straightforward with me and not be like give me like false dreams and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
When did you start playing basketball? When did you kind of really get into it?
so I started playing when I was, what do you guys call it? Year 7?
This is 7th grade. You're 7th. Yeah.
I started playing then. I was 12.
Mm.
So I started playing before, but I was like, huh. Then I got to secondary school, and then the coaches were getting on me. So I was like, okay, I'm actually good at this.
Yeah. So when you were in primary school and secondary school, did you play any other sports, or was it primarily just basketball, or was it ever football, or?
I played high jump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then swimming.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really remember how to swim. That was years ago.
It was a past life kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you talk about like being involved in different sports. Do you feel that those kind of like helped lead you to basketball and like improve your skill set? Because like high jump,
Yeah.
it's helpful.
It helped in like that, but okay, this is a bit but
That's what we're here
the
for.
day I knew I was fast was the day I got chased by a dog.
Okay, tell us that story, please.
I got chased by a dog. I was walking and the dog was running with me, and my grandma was taking me to school. But the dog was running too fast.
You did not know
I
this
was
dog?
like, no.
Okay.
I've always had a fear of dogs.
Okay.
So the dog was coming towards me. I was like, I ran. And I was like, wow, I'm fast.
So people talk about, and Monty was just talking about like you got to be a dog. But it was actually a dog that kind of got you into this in some ways. How'd your grandmother respond? Like what happened after?
My grandma
that?
was actually laughing at me. Yeah. My grandma couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm taller than her, so.
That is fair. So what was the conclusion? Did the dog get tired? Did you just outrun it? Like
The owner. I ran closer to the road.
Right.
And it stopped.
Okay. Dang.
I was like, yes.
Okay. And that led you to where you are now, which is College Park, Maryland. So it makes perfect sense.
Exactly.
So, we look back at last year and, obviously you're trying to get back into things, this year. What was last year like for you? Still being around the team and everything, but what was that experience?
It made me see things from like a bench perspective, like all the things that I basically missed, because the previous schools I played at, I was always on the court.
Right.
So this year, me redshirt, it made me see things from like different perspective, or like how I can change the way I like move on the court.
Right. And what were some of those things that you kind of observed that like, oh, that's interesting. Like I can maybe add that to my game or improve that in my game. What were a few of those things?
The speed of how I like move in the post. Also, on the bench, it helped me like communication, like communicating with my teammates, like on a calmer level, and like everyone on the team sees things from different perspective.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What was it like joining that group of girls? It was obviously, like you said, kind of like a lot of new players and everything, but how did you kind of see that group gel last year?
It was amazing. Like, it was almost like I didn't even think about like, oh, I'm not playing. I never thought like that. I was just like, we're actually winning. Yeah. We're playing. Everyone, she's doing this. I'm like, yeah. Like that's just how I've always been. Like,
yeah. I think that's what we were talking to some of the girls earlier, and just like how you can learn a lot from observing, and the players that are here or the new players coming in, kind of borrowing things from people's game and stuff like that. So as we look ahead to this season, kind of getting back in, we're not that far into like training or anything just yet, but new players coming in, you were one of those. Have you had any conversations with them about like, here's how you kind of get settled and stuff like that, or is it?
Actually, the freshmen just moved in. I saw one of them, and also we have Yarden and Oluchi. They came in, so just seeing them working, it just makes me even confident and makes me want to work harder, because if I do my job, it can fit in with what they're doing. So I'm excited. So
we've talked a lot of basketball. Let's talk some of the other fun stuff. So when you're not playing basketball, what do you like doing in your free time?
Eating, sleeping, just finding something to do. I don't want to always be in my house. Right. I'm a very adventurous person.
So you've explored the College Park area a good bit, probably?
Yeah.
Yeah. What have been some of your kind of like hidden gem finds, things to do, places to go that maybe aren't Marathon Deli and like the normal stuff? No disrespect, Marathon, but
the other day, well, actually, it was a few months back. Me, Christina, and I think Kendall and Ava, and Sarah, we went to roller skate.
Oh, wow.
I've never roller skated in my life.
How'd it go?
I fell.
Uh-huh.
We all fell?
Singularly or multiple?
One time.
Okay, that's good. That's impressive. Genuinely.
I'm actually impressing myself, but yeah.
Have we been back since?
No.
Do we plan to go back?
The season's starting.
Yeah, we
can't. I don't want to hurt myself.
Right,
so
yeah. You're trying to be responsible.
Yeah,
so.
I'm trying. But I'm trying to find like new things out here.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even know that you could do that in this general area. So you learn something new every day. Yeah, you mentioned food. And are you more of I like to cook and do my own thing, or do you like going out finding restaurants, or maybe a bit of both?
A bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the time, Brie, she cooks, so I'm just there like, food tasting.
Right. I'm helping you by giving you feedback on what you're cooking and everything. What is maybe your favorite thing that she's prepared for you?
It's the catfish with rice and collard greens.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds impressive.
Put a little bit of hot sauce on it.
Yeah. Dang.
Gonna get you right every time.
Okay, well, that's interesting, because Sailor was saying she also cooks a lot too. And I was like, you guys need to have like a potluck or like host some kind of thing, so everybody kind of bring their own to it. Movies, TV, music, like how do you kind of just like I guess that's not unplugging, that's plugging in, but you know what I mean, from basketball and stuff like that.
Music.
Yeah.
So in my room, I don't have a TV, because I don't know, I've just always grown up with no TV in my room. I don't watch shows. I'm always listening to music, so that's grown up. That's gonna come up with me too. So music, calming music. I listen to everything. Yeah.
So I guess what is the music that you kind of like listen to all the time, or just kind of have on repeat right now?
On repeat right now, Mariah the Scientist, Burning Blue.
Okay.
I'll put you guys on.
There you go.
Even you guys behind the cameras.
Spreading the good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, have you introduced anybody on the team to that just yet, or you kind of?
Oh no, everyone's listening to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
good,
everyone's listening to it.
So how much influence do you have on like the music played in the locker room? Any? What is that dynamic? Who decides? I guess I haven't even asked anybody that yet.
I think it's more like my lingo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I'll be putting the team on.
Okay. So, what are some of the phrases, slang that you can share? Because total transparency, I have a lot of British friends as well, so I always pick up like stuff that they're saying too.
Yeah,
so I'm curious.
I feel like it's just when I speak, like they just repeat after me of like certain things.
Yeah. In a complimentary way, not like a
Yeah,
mocking
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like in a compliment,
disrespect,
yeah. And it's funny when they're saying it because it's like, no.
Right, not in that
No.
accent. I guess, you've been over here for a while now. Are there parts about being home that you miss?
Yeah, but it's almost like I don't miss it because when I'm home, I'm mainly like with my family,
Right.
so also my sister too. But we're on the phone 24/7.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I guess how frequently you're able to kind of make it back to see family?
Christmas time or like the summertime.
Right.
This summer I just decided not to go because I'm
Grind.
coming back.
Yeah.
And I need to get in shape.
Come back to work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, we talked about like food, like, is there any kind of food from back home or like stuff that really reminds you of home that like you kind of wish you had here a little bit, like a taste of home, whether it be food or anything else?
Yeah, I do. So I live in an African household and like my grandma's always making like African dishes and stuff like that, like jollof rice.
Yeah.
Jollof rice.
But nobody can make it like how your grandmother makes it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You can't replicate that. Grandmothers just do something different in there that has never been able to be replicated before. I have asked people this, and maybe you have kind of already answered it, but like in baseball, players have like walk-up songs, where like when you're coming in, like you got that song and it plays every time. What would your kind of walk-up song be, do you think?
Okay, so I listen. It's more of like a change. It depends. So I listen to UK drill music, and then, but if I'm not listening to that, I will listen to my go-to Federal Nightmares by Rod Wave.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. That song just puts me in a whole different mood.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I got a lot of respect for Rod Wave. So, so I guess when kind of like looking forward, you're getting back into things. What are you most looking forward to about this season?
Seeing what I can do again.
Yeah.
Because I kind of forgot. So I want to see what the senior Issy can do.
Yeah. So I guess for fans that maybe like haven't seen you play, how would you describe your game?
Competitive.
Yeah.
I want to win. I'm always communicating. Maybe not the loudest on the court, but you're gonna hear me.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear me. Yeah.
How have your teammates taken to that? And I don't mean that bad, like, because communication is such a huge part of like being out there and everything, and everybody does communicate differently. Like, how have you found those styles kind of mesh together?
I just think because I'm just a naturally loud person. Like, I'm walking down the hallway, I'm yelling. In the locker room, I'm yelling. So I feel like everyone's just used to it.
Yeah.
Now, so.
That is fair. That is fair. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Great to see you. Really looking forward to what you're going to do on the floor this year. I'm excited to see you back.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.